I only got $1 if I responded to a call. So, and there was stuff TRS did a big PR thing for a week on, let us tell you about you. There was a thing in there about standbys they do at the schools. I would suggest you call the schools and find out if they're getting paid. Because I guarantee you they get payment from the school for those standbys. Whether they pass it on to their members, I don't know. But that's more tax dollars. So I just want to know where it's all coming from, how it's all being used. My taxes have gone up $800 the last 2 years. I'm never going to get relief from the school. I'm never going to get relief from the county. I look to all of you to help me with that. So I'm asking you to look here. The squad wanted to do surplus. According to their records and their report the other night, $90,000 in surplus they've gotten in 3 years. Yet my taxes continue to go up. So I ask you to keep that in mind.
Thank you.
I've got a quick question for Kathy. Kathy, when you say stand by for the school, you mean like for football games, that type of thing? Is that what
Yes.
you're referring to? Okay, thanks.
Mr. Litowitz?
Jason Litowitz, 5-4 Shoot Courts. Just related to some of what some people have said today. American Asphalt, we got, I guess, $28,000 reduction in fee, but we still paid them $400-something thousand. Do we know how much each individual person getting working paving got paid per hour or per diem? Do we know that information? No, they're a private organization. They deal with their employees just like the rescue squad deals with their volunteers, just like the fire company deals with their volunteers. We do?
Actually, we do now.
Okay, Mr. Barton, I believe you work in the power companies. Do I know how much you make? Is your salary? All right, bet it counts.
You tell me everything's.
Bet it counts. This is what happens when I speak without doing my research first. But the point is, private organizations, the public does not get visibility into what the people typically get. Now, apparently the American Asphalt and all are bad examples, but the point is, as a public body, we have a contract with, or an agreement with the fire company, an agreement with the rescue squad. Up until this year, our liability has been limited to $70,000 for the rescue squad, and as I said last time, they're looking to reduce that request from the township. Fire company, Metro Farms, got roughly $25,000, and then it's, as I understand, it's similar plus now the expenses that Tabernacle Fire Company covers. It's not up to us to micromanage them. If we want to oversee the management and coordination, that's one thing to potentially look at, but to micromanage how they work internally, that's not up to us. If we think if we think the residents are not being served, if we think ambulance calls are not being answered, if we think fires are not being put out, that's something to consider. But to say, well, I want to know how much Joe Schmo is getting for sitting at the house or sitting at the firehouse or sitting at the EMS building, it doesn't matter. Are the residents being served? That's what we need to consider. Thank you.
Any other public comment? Seeing none, I'm going to close public comment. Motion to go into executive session, whereas the governing body wishes to discuss contract negotiations involving application review of RFP for.
I can do that when you come back out.
No, because we're not taking any action, so we'll hold the motion. Go ahead, Mr. Chairman.
In front of you, you have a request from our new trash company operating as Garden State Removal to move the Thursday trash day to Friday because of their scheduling. If they could serve us better. I'm asking for some kind of decision, at least by the reorganization meeting or the workshop after the reorganization. If you have any questions, you're welcome to talk to them directly, or you can go through me, whichever way you want. It would change our trash days. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday would be now Friday, so there would be a gap in between those trash days. Thursday would still be our recycling day as of right now. I've not been approached by the county to change that, so that's how the rollout would be. From a public works standby portion of it, or administrative portion of it, My question then was, would they be available on Saturday for missed trash and holidays, any holidays? And they said, yes, they would be. They work 6 days a week. So that would still be available.
But then you've got to take the phone call Friday afternoon. When they don't get there, it's gonna sit till Monday anyway.
Well, my concern, Doug, would be if they miss Friday and they're picking up trash on a Saturday and people are on vacation, or if it's in the summer months, now somebody potentially has trash cans sitting in front of their house, which is a sign that no one's home on a Saturday and a Sunday, and they could be gone all week. You know, most people go vacations Friday night to the following week, and you know, that's the only detriment that I see to it.
Summer rentals, most of the shore places are Saturday to Saturday, so yeah, I understand your concern.
Well, I'm someone who gets my trash picked up on Thursday, and just from that perspective, I don't care if it's Thursday or Friday, it makes absolutely no difference to me. But, you know, I hear what Joe's saying. I don't know if that's a big problem or not, but it's certainly out there anyway. But in terms of how it affects myself and my part of town, it makes a difference.
Something tells me that you're concerned about Friday trash delivery, or trash pickup. That's why we're talking about today.
Well, it's, the point is, I don't want to make this change without the governing body being on board with it. So I entertained hearing it. We moved everything away from Fridays and Mondays years ago, so we didn't run into the holiday issue. We've run into the holiday issue, Thanksgiving, we run into the issue when wherever the 4th of July is, and those kind of Veterans Day and that type of thing. But overall, it's worked reasonably well. So from that standpoint, I'm a little reluctant to change, but if I'm getting better service, am I better off taking it on Friday and not having them being shorthanded on Thursdays? You know, I'll work with it.
The contract's 3 years?
5 years.
And they may be shorthanded, you may end up with a Friday pickup anyway.
You may end up with a Friday pickup. They may be telling us ahead of time that they may be a little shorthanded on occasional Thursdays, and will be what we've been with South Jersey Sanitation on Tuesdays. Thursday people haven't really felt this front. Tuesday people have on the Monday holiday, when Tuesday morning they're short 10 or 12 people coming back from the holiday, and Tuesday gets pushed to, Tuesday and Wednesday get combined, or everybody gets pushed back. So
I guess the thing I'm thinking about is, let's say my trash gets picked up on Friday. I don't know it's not going to get picked up until Saturday morning for the most part. So I can't contact the township until Monday morning that I didn't have trash pickup on Friday. So the concern I've got is, I don't really care when the trash is picked up, as long as it gets picked up.
most of my trash complaints don't come the following day, they come the day after. Most of our residents, if their trash isn't picked up on the day it is, usually give the benefit of the doubt till the next day. And I may hear it at the end of the day, or I may not hear it until the overnight left as a message for the following day.
This is a scheduling problem that benefits them, so why should their problem be our problem? We have a contract of what days they should pick up the trash, and they should pick up the trash on those days. And there is a downside to changing from the township perspective.
They bid the contract the way it is, you're exactly correct, but I also offered them the chance that I wouldn't make that decision.
Yeah, okay, I appreciate that, though. I would not be in favor.
And that I thought if we made this change, that's going to be for a third of our township, that the governing body needs to be aware of it, because the brunt of it, if it doesn't work out well, comes to you anyway, so. I get it during the week, but you'll get it during the meeting, so. This is a decision I didn't think that I should make alone.
Appreciate that.
Maybe show up and think about it. Get back. I just have a feeling that the fact that they're telling you up front that they need to go to Friday, you're gonna end up with a Friday pickup regardless of what you decide. You may decide to keep it at Thursday and they're gonna be like, oh, we're short-handed, we're coming Friday anyway. So,
It's something we can,
that's reading between the lines.
Then they would be out of contract, and, you know, we would have a call on that.
too. The other thing, to your point though, is that if they can keep them to the days, they're gonna come anyway on Friday. All the trash is gone by the end of the day Friday, so we get what we want anyway.
Exactly. So,
So, if you wanna think about it, that's fine. If you wanna give me an answer now, that's fine too. Whatever you wanna do.
Myself, I'm on a Thursday pickup, and I would not want to be on a Friday because I have a home at the shore that I go to every weekend. And I don't want my trash can sitting in front of my house until Monday when I come back. In the wintertime and in the summertime, maybe later in the week. And I'm sure there's other people in the same situation.
thank you. You guys can think about it.
I mean, I think we have Doug an answer now. It seems like we're ready to tell them, you know, and,
When do you need to know?
I would need to know at least by the workshop meeting on the 4th. 5th, or 4th.
It's not like it's gonna affect anything between now and
Right.
No,
then. You wanna talk
we're
about
getting
it?
picked up by South Jersey Sanitation today and tomorrow, so.
Kim, what do you wanna do?
Doesn't matter to me. I'm Tuesday, so. I don't wanna make the decision for Thursday people.
But if we kick this off until
No, I mean-
until Monday, we'll leave where it is. You want to.
One way or another, it doesn't matter. I just feel as though the fact that they sent this letter tells me that they're gonna have problems and you're gonna end up having a Friday pickup. That's my thought. So, whether you say leave it at Thursday, I still feel they're coming Friday, but it may not be all the time, but I think the majority of the time it's gonna be a Friday pickup. That's just my thought.
You got a good point. If they contracted to do certain days.
I mean, we haven't had a problem in the past. I've been on Thursday pickup forever, and I've never had a problem with my trash not being picked up.
The contract says they have 24 hours to come get it, so that means Friday. So that's what I'm saying, so I just think either way, it's gonna end up on a Friday for the majority of the
If you
time.
change it, they have 24 hours from Friday.
True, but I think it's still gonna be the same thing, so. As I said, it doesn't matter one way or another, I just feel that it's gonna end up people, if we say Thursday, they're gonna put the trash out on Thursday, and it's gonna sit till Friday.
And the other thing is, recycle day, which is every other week, is the same Thursday. So now folks are gonna have to put their trash out, recycle on Thursday, and trash on Friday.
Well, the rest of us do
Yeah, the
that
rest of us
already.
do that already. Sorry to tell you
Well, I
that.
have an advantage. I get to put them both out every other week.
And I'm a Tuesday, so I don't want to speak to it.
Is there trash collection today?
Yes.
I didn't put my trash out. I have to excuse myself. Appointment at Ride to go down and get my trash.
They've already been there, sorry.
10 o'clock at night.
They get there probably I don't know, towards the end of the day, but I mean, they get there for the most part. Takes them a while.
Before I entertain the motion to go into executive session, Sean, I want to give you the opportunity to explain why your agenda went up late, if you don't mind.
Busy. He's busy.
You're taking up the minutes and,
Trying to close you guys out. I was busy.
I know she was here both days over the weekend.
yeah,
I got
And
emails for both days,
you were here
both
when it
Saturday and
posted.
Sunday.
Oh, yeah, yes, they were posted.
I-
She was here when she posted.
she was here when she posted the minutes. She came last night and posted the agenda. She was at the town hall. It was not on any kind of, I know someone, I guess it was Mrs. Berger, had asked about it being delayed. It was not, she was here when she posted them. She was getting everything together to close out, and that's why it didn't get up until everything was finished. So that's the answer for the agenda. Why the agenda didn't go up and when was it posted? It was posted last night. And I want to say it was posted around 8:30, 9 o'clock.
Yeah, it was late.
So that's the reason. So I'll go back to the motion to go into executive session. Whereas the governing body wishes to discuss contract negotiations involving application review of the RFP for the 2016 professional services pursuant to New Jersey statute 10:4-12B7. This matter will be discussed in closed session from which the public shall be excluded. Do I have a motion to go into executive session?
Mayor, I'll make the motion, but I have a comment before we adjourn.
second it.
I just want to thank members of the public for coming out and making comment this morning. 10 o'clock 10 o'clock meeting, middle of the week is not the easiest thing to do, a lot of this work and whatnot, but I just wanted to thank the public for the comments regarding specifically the emergency services. The subcommittee is continuing to do their due diligence. Joe Yates not here this morning. Otherwise, he may have made some comments, but I just wanted to first and foremost say thank you for coming out this morning, making the comment, and Happy New Year. See you in January.
We are coming back up here when we're done.
But a lot of folks may not.
Well,
might not.
some.
All those in favor?
Aye.